complicated. No conversation, get it. Not complicated. No conversation. Please say less. Please say less. Please say less.
I'm blessed. I don't GA. I'm trying to. Yes on yes. Say less. Say less. You ain't got. You ain't no. Say less. Say less. Say less. You ain't got. You ain't no. Say less.
People tryna say I'm only enemy. Got a cold with my dogs, can't get in between. I can give them life, no more energy. Man, amen. Spent about 60 on the time, I can't even lie. No way in, no way out, do or die. So on roll, when I roll, must be. Amen, man. I can't ride Benz, I don't do peace. I beast, I gotta eat. Saber tooth, tiger, diamond tooth teeth. Rockin' right now, won't you?
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, passing may be at a premium, at least for one side. The Saints are top 10 at defending the pass, and they'll be going up against the Panthers, who will need to solve that secondary.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now the rookie out of Tennessee. This is Alvin Kamara. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a third down. Well, he's picking up where he left off last week. A tackle for loss there. And remember, coming off the end a week ago, 4 of them.
And I like how you said picking up, because that means he's probably using his hands really well. I know people don't think about it a whole lot. He's got to use those to control the people trying to block him, shed them, and get to the ball carrier in the offensive backfield.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Dancing to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12.
Black 58, rail. Black 58, rail. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go now.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. Shotgun now for Bortles. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Newton. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big 3rd down play there for the Panthers. 43 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Whitney Merciless in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now third down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay, and the Bucs are out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Saints with an extra defensive back here on third on the field.
Could they blitz?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And Gano's kick is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out onto the field comes New Orleans, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now Bortles throwing on second down. He uncorks it for Snead. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's 3rd and 4. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
Travaris Cadet, his first carry. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
He gets this one away, and, boy, it's another boomer. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Second down following the run. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Off play action. Newton. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
On 1st down, it's Newton. Trying to find his tight end Kelsey, and it's intercepted. The linebacker, Stephon Anthony with a pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Bortles. It's brought in by Floyd. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. Coleman has it here right side. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On play action, it's Bortles. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, here we go. Green, 90. Left.
Knee. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
So. Here we go now. Green, 90. Eight.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss.
Here we go now. Blue, so. 53 is the light. Here we go. So. Check it back.
Kamara trying again, and it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and he'll be taken down at the 18. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there, and it's 3rd and short.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Play action. It's Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Tedrick Thompson, the rookie from Colorado. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. We remind you, coming up later tonight, we got a good NFC battle. The Eagles and Seahawks from Seattle, coverage starting at 8:30 Eastern. And tomorrow we'll put a bow on Week 13 with an AFC North matchup between the Steelers and the Bengals from Cincinnati.
A hard-hitting battle right there.
Shift together here from the D-line. So after the INT, it's Bortles. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. red zone opportunity. Bortles now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Anthony Hitchens coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Bortles to throw on second down. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Coleman, the man in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And Lutz puts this one through. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, around the NFL, they're in the second quarter at Lambeau. Early lead in that one for the Packers. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. On second down, McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Delvin Breaux with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. He's to the 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. And it is up And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They start on the ground. This is Stewart on first. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Operating from the gun, Newton. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Panthers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the gun, Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Snags it for the pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
3 yards to go here on second down.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Right here! Knee! Slam!
On the ground, Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. We'll give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
3rd and long. It's Newton. Flushed out right. And my goodness, another interception. It's Marshawn Lattimore, the rookie from Ohio State. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Lutz's kick is good. They're on to the 2nd half now down in Miami. The Dolphins have added on, and they seem to be pulling away in that one. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Carolina getting set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
On the return, the former Panther, it's Ted Ginn. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Bortles now on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The Saints on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll send Ginn in motion left. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Bortles. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Elsewhere, a third quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. On second down, here's Newton. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's third down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them. And not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Throwing on third and long. Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a 3rd down. To throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Operating from the gun. Newton got his target, Samuel. And look out. I think he's going to go. 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 87 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Well, we've seen some lead changes, and it certainly appeared that one of these squads was in full control of the game, but that's not the case after that touchdown.
Yeah, they erase a 2 TD deficit here to grab the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. On second down, here's Bortles. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
On the NFL scoreboard, fourth quarter now at Soldier Field. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. 6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. Throwing here, Newton. Finding room to the 20. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. And the Saints signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now it's Newton. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Now Newton. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And Gano's kick is right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll look to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the fourth. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for two and decide it right now.
It's in the fourth quarter down in Miami. The Dolphins continuing to add on. They are really rolling. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. Carolina getting set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And this one going to wrap up with Cam Newton going down to a knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing.